Hi gang, welcome back to the Always Latina. I'm so glad that we have somebody so perfect like Bill behind the camera, because we we hardly ever have to do this more than once, and it's a good thing because I really don't have the patience for that whole television thing. And if they said cut one, cut two, I'd probably like run charging at the camera guy and tackle him, camera and all. You know? That's just because that's the way I am, and I can't even remember why I was like talking or what I was gonna do. It's just all I can think of is this big like, okay, we did 5 or 10 minutes of video and there was no video to it. It kind of reminds me of the testing that they did down in Miami today. They have this weird ways of doing things, government does, and that's why we need more free enterprise people to come in and do stuff like Donald Trump. You know, get some engineers out here and fix these fucking bridges here in Florida, because Rick Scott can't do shit after 8 years. Hello? But anyway, I guess they were testing this bridge in Miami, and they did a stress test, you know, kind of like, you know, to see how much the bridge could take, and I guess it couldn't take very much, so it fell apart, and unfortunately there was people on the bridge that got killed, cars that got crushed, and so if you're going to do a stress test, probably would be a good idea to close off the bridge and do it when nobody's on it, maybe. I mean, just the thought, right, Bill? Wouldn't that be kind of a better way to do things, to be safe? Just kind of like the school incident where you knew somebody was all stressed out, and you sold him a gun, and you know, you had a running record on him, and he was doing some crazy things on the internet. And how many calls went to the FBI before nobody did nothing?
40.
Maybe 400, but no problem. We're going to take away the guns from everybody because of this one idiot. You know what? Why don't we like kick the people out of the FBI that like don't take their job seriously, and just get the fuck out of here. Fire their ass, Trump. You know, Trump fires everybody. We need to fire some federal government people. We just need to, you know, what political affiliation? You voted for Hillary Clinton? You're out of here. Anyway, speaking about you're out of here, isn't that wonderful that we don't have to hear her whiny, cackling, horrible voice for the next 8 years until like Trump, you know, is out of there? Then she'll just like show up again, like she's like Chucky the Clown, or Homie the Clown, or that horrible clown that you saw in the clown movies that would jump out from underneath your bed and you're like, ah, and scare all the little kids. And you just wanted to like do something about that clown, but it just kept coming back at you, and it was supposed to make you happy, but it made all the kids cry. And everybody was supposed to like clowns, but nobody liked this clown because it was demonic. You know, that's Hillary Clinton. She's like one evil, horrible, bitchy clown. She kind of looks like one too. But women, she likes women. I mean, she's an advocate for them. So much so that, you know, she covered up all her husband's rapes against women. I mean, come on, Bill. I know that's not funny. Don't laugh behind the camera. That's not funny. I mean, this is a real serious thing. You know, he's sitting there boinking the interns and everything else. I mean, most women with a half a brain, even with a quarter of a brain, with even a sliver of a brain, would like kick the loser out. What does she do? She stands by that guy. I mean, does she have shit for brains? And she wants to know what happened. What happened? Oh, you know what? You're going to sit there and point your fingers at Melania Trump, you know. At least, you know, she's cool. You know, she's one cool cat. She's not a crazy, neurotic mental case that's running around trying to, like, figure out what she is. She's her own person. Hillary Clinton is, I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand why they give her awards. Because I don't really know what she does, you know, except collude with the Russians now. Oh, by the way, was she in on the deaths of the different people that were killing off? Because that's been happening long before the Russians got in the picture. People have been dropping here in the U.S. for a long time under the Clinton administration. We should be investigating that. Oh yeah. You know, she's by talking to Putin about some nerve gas. Whatever happened to that judge? What's his name? Oh, Scalia or something like that. Yeah, he died of a heart attack. Are we sure it wasn't a heart attack? Oh gosh, Hillary, what are we gonna do with you? You know, anyway, there's gonna be a devil down there, and he's gonna have a pitchfork, and he's gonna be stabbing your little piggy body with that fork. And I'm just hoping he just really gives it to you. Just enough to, like, you know, torture you for the next 80 years. You know, anyway. I think that a lot of people really, they don't like her. They just tolerate her because it's the only thing that the Democratic Party can keep up or put up, you know? I mean, they have to put up with that. They don't really have anything else going for them except for that. And that's really sad. You know the party's coming to an end when you have that thing showing up year after year after year. You know, she's not even pretty. Like, I don't know. You know, I think that, like, Bill wanted to be a serial rapist, so, like, he got married to Hillary so that she can cover all that shit up. You know, that's what I think. Anyway, I should shut up because, you know, I'm not saying very nice things. It's not Christian-like to, like, make fun of, like, ugly, mean, horrible, rotten, malicious, downright disgusting, we'll pray for her kind of people. You know, like, I need to get a Hillary voodoo doll so I could just start. No, I wouldn't do that to you, Hillary, because you know what? I think it's just enough karma that you're married to Bill. I mean, really. But with that said, we're going to a Republican event. And speaking about, like, the same old people that keep showing up. And, you know, I was talking earlier about how they put up the same tired, worn out person, you know, like Teddy Bear, you know, and he's like fifth generation guy, runs for office, and what does he do? He just sits around and stuffs his face and eats and eats and eats and eats and eats, and doesn't really do much of anything, but, like, because he's a couple generations of Teddies in office or whatever, we're gonna vote him in. It's kind of like Hillary Clinton. It's kind of like George W. Bush. It's all the namesake people that keep coming back year after year because nobody else has the money to do it, or nobody is corrupt enough to, like, you know, do that kind of stuff. But or, you know, they have their little cheating machines rigged up and they cheat their way to office, but who knows? But it's rigged. You know, like Donald Trump said, if the media isn't rigged, you know the machines are, and especially here in Florida. So anyway, I don't march behind whoever, like Marco Rubio or Teddy Bear or just whoever they want to put up. I get to know the person a little bit, you know, and see what they stand for. A lot of them don't have a lot of substance. That's why they run for office. You know, they'll take any bribe that comes their way. And they're doing it because they're a bunch of self-serving, greedy little pigs. You know, and so speaking of which, no, we don't want to talk about Hillary again because, you know, we know what she's all about. But so you have yin and yang, you have both parties, and the people are getting fed up. They're just saying, hey, we just want somebody that's going to go into office and they're going to pick up the phone once in a while. They're going to listen to somebody bitch about something. They're actually going to do something about it. And they're not just say they're going to do something about it. And they're not in their position just to grope women, you know, because this is like the rock star, this is like the rock star thing. You know how people become rock stars not to sing this beautiful music? They become rock stars to party and to get the chicks, you know, and so, and to grow their hair out long or whatever, you know, so like instead of the politicians growing their hair out longer, what do? I don't know. They just get in their little fat suits and they gorge. they grope. And I'm kidding. There's some really great people out there. I'm sure there's wonderful people out there. Bill, can you think of somebody? There's Donald Trump. There's Donald Trump. He's going to make America great again. You'll see. With that said, you guys have a great day. We love you. And, you know, I think the first take was much better than the second take. But that's okay. It doesn't come off that as good the second time around. But that's okay. But I'm going to go to this event. I'll report back. All right. Take care. Bye.